Hey everyone, Ben back from Living Survival, and today we're going to take a look at the Ecoflow Delta Mini. So today we're going to be talking about the Ecoflow Delta Mini, the smallest in their lineup of the portable power stations. They make these in several different sizes. There's two different lineups that they have. They have the Delta series, which has a configuration where you hook things up in the back and the front side, sort of a pass-through, and I really like that as a unit for camping, which is the majority of how I use this. I keep it in my vehicle, so whenever I go camping I can keep all my devices powered up. We actually had a huge windstorm come through last week and knocked out a couple trees and knocked our power out for over a week, so this came in extremely handy to keep my devices charged, such as flashlights, headlamps, lanterns, any tools that I needed, and of course all my devices. Ecoflow has several different models ranging in capacity from the Mini all the way on up to their highest unit, and they also have a model called the River, which comes in several different versions as well. On the River you have pretty much all your plugins on the front, and you have a light, and then you can get it in different capacities. I really like this Delta again because all my power is on the side, so I can hook this up to my car and it can charge while I'm driving in the back, and then this can be sticking out the side of a seat, for example, and I can plug all of my devices in that way. Now, even though this is the Mini, it is pretty much all battery, so it weighs 23.6 pounds, and they get heavier as you go up. But you can see that this just has a very nice form factor to it. It's got nice handles on both sides, really easy to carry around, nice durable hard case on it. I've had no issues with that, just leaving it in the vehicle. You've got a couple of fans to cool it down here on either side, so it does not get hot even when I've left it sort of in the sun. Now obviously you want to keep it sort of out of the sun even when you're charging it via solar. On the front of the unit here you have your display. You simply hit the power button here to turn on your display. You can see the hours remaining, your percentage of your battery, and then your input and your output in watts. So I just charged this all the way back up. I got 99 hours remaining because I don't have anything plugged into it at the moment. 99% battery capacity, and then I'm not drawing anything out. This has a 5-minute idle time, so if you just leave it like this with nothing plugged in, it will go into standby mode after 5 minutes, or it has a 2-hour power off cycle where it will actually power off if it doesn't sense anything connected to it. We can also manually power it off by holding the button down. You can see it says off there, and then it'll go into a fully off stage where it's not drawing anything at all. On the front it also has a 100-watt USB-C output, 2 USB-A outputs, which are 5-volt 2.4 amp, max of 12 watts, and then we have a USB-A fast charge with a max of 18 watts for devices that are compatible with fast charge. Flipping the unit around to the other side here, we have 5 AC outputs. Those are pure sine wave outputs. It does have the hole for the grounding in it, which, believe it or not, some power units do not, and even though that doesn't function as a ground, it does give you the slot to plug in an adapter that does have the ground. Some do not have that, and then you simply can't plug your device in. Out of the AC, you can get 1400 watts of pure sine wave power and up to a 2100 watt surge. So even as small as this unit is, it is very, very capable. Then below that we also have a 12-volt output that will output up to 126 watts. So any items you want to charge or any items you want to power off a 12-volt, you can do that as well. Each button on the back here has its own button to power it on or off, so you simply just hit it. You can turn your AC on, you can hit that, you turn your 12-volt on, and then a single press turns it off. Under this little flip cover here we have a breaker. We have the AC input for charging via your home outlet. There is a switch here to switch it between slow, or you can also customize your input here, or you can use the fast input. And using the fast input, this thing will charge within 1.6 hours. So you can charge this entire battery bank up, which has an 882 watt-hour capacity. You can charge that up in 1.6 hours using that fast charge. Ecoflow Delta units also have an app which you can use to monitor and change some of the settings as well as upgrade the firmware. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Other ways to charge the Delta besides the AC input would be the DC input from your car, for example. Again, I will plug that into my DC input in the vehicle and then charge it while I'm driving around, and then I know that I'm topped off whenever I get to my destination. So you can charge it via AC, you can charge it via DC, or you can also charge it via solar panel. Using the rapid charge from home, again, you can charge it fully in 1.6 hours. From the 12-volt car adapter, it's going to take 9.5 hours from all the way dead, and then solar power is going to be 12 plus hours, depending, of course, on the strength and intensity of the sun. Both the Ecoflow Delta and the River units are completely safe to use inside a vehicle or inside your home, so they do have a major advantage over a gas generator, for example. And again, you can get these in really large sizes with a tremendous amount of output to power those larger things like your refrigerators and well pumps and other things that have heaters to them. It has a ton of built-in protection. It's got over voltage, overload, over temp, short circuit, low temp, low volt, and over current protection. So, you know, if anything it senses is wrong, it's going to throw a fault and protect the unit itself. And just because this is the Mini, you can still charge a ton of devices with it. Of course, all your portable devices, lights, flashlights, headlamps, cameras, drones. You can power a CPAP with this. You can power a 120 watt fridge freezer, which I've done on camping trips. You can power up to a 1300 watt microwave, TVs, a 500 watt washer, coffee maker, electric fry pan, circular saw. You can keep your batteries charged for all your power tools. So even though this is the Mini, you can still do quite a bit with this unit. I really like the display on the front, giving you all the information to what's going on. And then also when you turn on one of the outputs in the back here, you can see you get the little icons here. So we got the little 60 hertz AC output, it's showing the little DC output. Then of course if you plug something into one of the USBs, it's going to show the little USB icon there as well. I can go ahead and plug my phone into one of the USB-A slots. You see you get the little USB icon there, and then it's going to start showing you the wattage, and the time remaining and percentage are going to change based on your output. So right now we're outputting about 12 watts to my phone, and it will charge my phone for, it looks like, about 51 hours at 99%. So another item I use quite frequently when I'm camping would be this portable pump. I can go ahead and plug that into the back into either the AC or the DC. You can see I've got my AC output turned on there. We're at 12 watts because we're still charging my phone, but I can go ahead and turn this pump on. And you can see now we're outputting 53, 54 watts, and then the time remaining is going to adjust. The Ecoflow also comes with several different cables, such as this AC cable. It also comes with a DC cable, and then if you have the solar panel that we're going to look at in a moment here, you get the solar panel cable as well. Another really cool item from Ecoflow is their solar panels. This happens to be their 110 watt solar panel. It pairs really nicely with the Mini. I would use the Mini for several days during our power outage, drain that thing down, and then during the day I would have this hooked up to it and be charging via solar because I had no other way to charge it. So when you get into those situations where your power's out, or you're out and about where you don't have power and you don't want to use your car battery, for example, you can use something like this solar panel to keep yourself topped up. Solar panels do come in a very nice carry bag, which doubles as a stand. And then this particular one is a 4-panel fold out, so it just folds out, and then you have the connections to be able to connect it to the Delta Mini. So the way I've been using it is just setting it right here on the bed cover, and then I can either use it flat like this, or I can angle the bed cover up depending on where the sun is to get the most efficient charge out of this solar panel. Now I did notice that this is quite efficient. It's a 110 watt solar panel, and I was able to get up to 99 watts out of this in full sun, which is really, really good. Cord here from the solar panel and plug it right into the Ecoflow here, and we'll see what kind of power we are getting out of it. Hopefully you can see this with the pulse wave modulation, which is making the screen flicker. The screen is not flickering in real life, it's just what the camera is picking up. You can see that I'm getting 101 watts out of my solar panel, which is better than I did all week when I was using this when the power was out. But that's pretty amazing to get 101 watts out of a solar panel rated for 110 watts. That is pretty dang efficient. The really cool about using my truck cover as a stand, which is what I do when I'm camping, is that I can angle it towards the sun. So I can keep it flat when the sun is high in the sky, or I can angle my truck and I can pop it up to about 45 degrees here, or I can actually raise it all the way up here for mornings and evenings, and then I can still get the maximum output out of my solar panel. So it's a good idea to keep your battery in a shady spot. In this case, I just have it behind the cover of my truck, so it's nice and shady. But the solar panel does come with a quite long cable, which is really, really nice. Some come with a pretty short cable, so you can't move your battery too far from it. This has, I'd say, at least a 10 or 12 foot cable, so you can really move that battery around. Even if you had your solar panels on the roof of your truck, for example, you could still have the unit quite a ways away. You can also use the included carabiner clips to hook it up to the case of the solar panel and use it as a stand. Ecoflow also has a very intuitive app which you can add your different devices. I have the Delta added here. You can see that it's going to give me information about the unit itself. It's going to give me the percent of battery remaining. It's going to give me the temp. It's going to give me how many hours I have left. Also what I'm inputting and outputting. You can change certain things on here within the settings. You can rename it. We can change the AC charge speed. So if we change the switch on the back from the highest, which is 900 watts, to custom, we would be able to customize a AC charge speed here. You can also customize your car input, which is really cool. So you can do a bunch of different things on here. You can change your timeouts, and you can also upgrade your firmware. So if you have anything plugged in, you can see on the bottom there our AC, our DC, and our USB inputs. It's going to show you in real time all the important stats of your battery. So I want to know what you guys think of the Ecoflow Delta Mini. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. There, of course, will be a link to their website where you can check out not only the Mini, but you can check out their other Delta models, and you can also check out their River models as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure you give it a big thumbs up for me. And please feel free to share it to any friends or family on your social media. And don't forget to click that red subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.